Hello storyboarders, my name is Eric, and today I'm going to show you how to make a definition worksheet using one of Storyboard That's pre-made templates. So let's get started. Now first we're going to pick out a template that we like. Now Storyboard That has a bunch of great options, but I think I'm going to go with this one here because it has a lot of room for us to work in. It seems nice and simple. So let's just click Copy Template, and this will bring us directly into the Storyboard Creator, which will then prompt us to give our template a name. There we go. Now you can name yours whatever you would like. I'm just going to call mine template 1 and click continue. Alright, now it's time for us to customize our template. This is where we get to add any characters, items, update the text, change colors, whatever we want to do. So first I would like to add a character. So let's go up to our characters menu and let's stay in the adults category, and I think I'd like to add a character that looks like a teacher. So let's find a teacher. This looks pretty good. So to do so, just drag and drop your character into the storyboard, and now we get to customize. This is where we get to add facial expressions, update the pose, change colors, anything that we want to do. Now when you're all done with your character, just click Update Pose, and there they are. Now you can move them anywhere you want in your storyboard, as well as resize them. Just drag the corner of your image, and there we go. That fills in the space pretty well. Let's make them a little bit bigger, actually. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Now next is items. Now you can browse the items menu up top and go through all of these categories here, or you can search for any specific item that you may want in the upper right-hand search menu. Now I'd like to put in some school elements. So let's go back to our items menu and go over to the school category. And let's maybe give them a desk with a book on top. So we have a nice desk here. Just drag and drop like our character. And let's make this a little bit bigger. That looks pretty good. And let's move this about here. Now, I'd like this desk to be behind the teacher. So if we go to our right-hand menu, we can send this back 1. All right, there we go. Let's scoot this over a little bit so we can see our desk. I think that looks good. Let's add a book to that desk as well. So we have a book right here. So let's just drag and drop. And if we go to our image options, you will see we have a bunch of poses for the book. Now this pose right here looks like the book would be laying on top of the desk. So let's go with that one. Just click Update Image and let's reposition it. Let's make it a little bit shorter, and we're going to stretch it out a little bit. So that way it looks like it's sitting on top of the desk in a proper perspective. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Great. And now next is the background images. Now you can edit any of the pre-existing templates that we have, or you can add any of your own background images or scenes. So we have this nice border here, but I think it's just a touch busy, so maybe we can change the colors of it. So if we select this, if you look at our right-hand menu, we have all of these color options. Now I think if we change all the crayons to red, that might look pretty nice, as well as this border here. So let's just select red for all of them. All right, that makes it a little less busy. Now, if you notice, we have this big light yellow color for the whole frame. So if we select that, we're grabbing the wrong thing. There we go. You'll notice that we can change the color in the right-hand menu as well. So you can make it whatever you would like, but I think I would like to add a scene of a school classroom. It might be a little busy, but let's see how it looks. So to do that, let's just delete this pre-existing color. Just go to your right-hand menu, click delete, and let's go over to our scenes. Now if we go to our school category, we have a bunch of great options for us to choose from. And let's go with something a little bit simple, not too distracting. All right, this looks good. Just drag and drop your scene into the frame. And if you go over to your right-hand menu, we can click Stretch to Fill, and now we can fill that entire frame. Let's see how non-proportional will look. This does warp the image a little bit, but with something so simple like this, I don't think it's going to be too noticeable. Just click OK. And now let's send this all the way to the back of the template. All right, there we go. Now I think this looks pretty good, but it is, our scene is getting in the way of some of our important questions here for this definition worksheet. So instead of finessing things and trying to figure out what will work, let's just add a big white block behind here. So while we do have the items menu with all these great options, we also have shapes. So if you select the shapes menu, we have every basic shape that you would probably need. Let's go with just a simple block and make it white. So let's drag this one down and let's resize this to fit in. Now you can grab the corner and stretch like your characters, but with most of our shapes, you can grab either side and stretch it out. Since we need a long rectangle, this is going to be really helpful for this. All right, now if you are looking for a specific shape or a specific item and you can't find it, just let Storyboard that know, and we probably can make it for you, which is very helpful. All right, we have our shape in place. Let's change the colors. Let's make the border red, and let's make the rest white. Now, we don't have white as one of the pre-selected options, so if we select this right-hand box here, white and black will always be a pre-saved option. So select the white, and there we go. Now I need this to be behind the text, so we're going to send this all the way to the back and bring it forward until we see it. All right, perfect. Now, last but not least is text. Now, you can edit any of the pre-existing text boxes. All you have to do is select and you can put in your own words. Now, let's change this to definition test. And let's change this text to white. So just highlight what you want to change. And if we go over to our text editor, we can select this drop down. On the right side, we can change the color. And there we go. All right, I think that looks pretty good, but it's a little small and I'd like to change the font as well. So let's select that text again, go to our text editor, and let's go with a nice handwritten font. I think this looks pretty good. And let's make that a little bit bigger as well. So go to our font sizes. Let's see how 60 looks. All right, great. And I think that looks pretty good. Now, the only thing that I'd like to change last is this header right here. Now, just like our characters and our items, you can move text boxes anywhere you would like, as well as resize them. So let's reposition this and make it a little bit shorter. All right, now when you're all done making the changes to your template, all you have to do is click the orange Save and Exit button that's in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And that is how you make a definition worksheet using Storyboard That. Thanks for watching, and happy storyboarding.